Hello everyone, Brett McCrae here with your Farm and Ranch news from the Northern Ag Network. In Dillon this past weekend, Montana Western's annual Colt Challenge and Sale featured students in the college's natural horsemanship program with colts they had trained and prepared for the competition. CJ Benoit won first place in the competition on Weaver's Perk in Black, donated to the program by Weaver Quarter Horses. That horse also topped the sale on Saturday, bringing $21,000. The sale, which proceeds benefit the natural horsemanship program at Western, raised more than $200,000, averaging $12,000 on 28 colts. EPA has announced the strictest emission standards in the world for heavy-duty trucks, model years 2027 through 2032. This rule bears a lot of implications for Montana farmers and ranchers. The 2022 Ag Census reported that nearly 1.5 million farms in the U.S. owned more than 3 million trucks and/or pickups categorized by USDA. EPA's rule requires manufacturers to meet lower pollutant criteria standards, which Administrator Michael Regan calls the strongest national greenhouse gas standard for heavy-duty vehicles in history. This rule is expected to have an impact on markets and costs for stakeholders in the transportation industry. And highly pathogenic avian influenza has now been confirmed in dairy cattle herds in 5 states, and a rare case of the virus in a human has been reported, which had direct contact with infected animals. Public health officials say that risk to the public is low. Scientists have not detected any changes in the virus that would make it more transmissible to humans. Food and animal health regulations mean that milk and dairy products are safe to consume. The Northern Ag Network is back in an hour.
I represent a lot of what ranchers' wives are, where they marry into the family. Coming into established ranch, the expectations of that is just absolutely overwhelming. You know, there's always stress with all families, but when you're not dealing with the stress outwardly, it will definitely impact everyone inwardly. You may feel alone, but you're not alone.
Hi everyone, Brett McCrae back with the Northern Ag Network with more ag news and your markets. Montana is the largest barley production state in the nation in terms of acreage. In 2022, the Treasure State accounted for more than a third of all barley acres in the nation. However, USDA's prospective plantings report says farmers in Montana and other states are forecast to plant substantially fewer acres of barley this year. In Montana, the decrease is 20% or 240,000 acres less than 2023. North Dakota has been the second largest barley acreage state, but this year is expecting a decrease of 32% or 220,000 acres, placing the Peace Garden state behind Idaho in acres seeded to barley. Big losses in the cattle market thanks to news related to bird flu. Last week, markets recovered later in the week and cash cattle trade ended a little higher. A light test of the way up market saw higher prices for cows and bulls in St. Onge. Cull cows from $1.15 up to $1.37, bulls from $1.35 to $1.55. The market for hogs has been higher this spring. Last week's inventory report was bullish. Proposition 12 requirements have increased pork prices 20% in California. Lower trade Monday in grain markets. Traders took the opportunity for corrections from higher prices reached last week after USDA's prospective plantings report forecasted less corn and winter wheat and more beans and spring wheat. USDA is now releasing weekly crop progress reports for more information for the market. And that's all for your ag news. Have a great day.